Welcome to the Startup Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, the host of the show, where we talk about raising funding for your startup and the time it takes to have an espresso. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot at startup funding and investing. When raising funding, consider the type of funding you should pursue. There are many types of funding, such as equity funding, including angels and venture capitalists. There are debt funding tools, including loans and revenue-based funding. And there are crowdfunding portals, including rewards, equity, and peer-to-peer lending. Before choosing a type of funding, consider the following. Investigate each type of funding and consider where it may fit into your overall funding plan. It's most likely that you will use 2 or 3 types of funding over the life of your business. To understand the type of funding you should seek, ask how you will pay the investor back. If you plan to pay back when they sell the business, then equity funding is an option. If you plan to pay back out of cash flow of the business, then debt funding is an option. If you have a consumer-facing product, then consider crowdfunding, which offers both debt and equity options. Break your funding down into component parts and consider using more than one type of funding for your business. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start us into today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early-stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.